So when I tell y'all that I have rude customers, I have rude customers. Okay? It's not one or the other. It's not. Oh, no. Sorry. It is one or the other. You can either be the nicest person ever or one of the rudest people I've ever met. And there is no in between, I found. At least working here. So I just got off work. Not just, but like, because I went home, I changed, and I'm going back out again. But I was ringing up. I was at the register ringing up a lady, and it was like, I think it was 55, no, it was 51.55 per total, and she had a food card, and that's pretty typical for the people around here. We don't judge, I understand. But when she did it, there was a 175 charge left. So I was like, okay, it all went through except there's 175 left over. And then she was like, what do you mean? All I got was food. And so I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe there wasn't enough money on her card. Maybe she didn't check before she came in. I'm like, okay, well, let's see. And there was, of course, only food on there. She did only get groceries, but there was a 175 charge left over. And this has happened to us before. Like, this was the third time it had happened. So I called over one of my higher ups. She's not a manager, but she's higher up than me. And she's like, yeah, this happened to me. We tried it, and there was like always 310 left over no matter how we rang it up. And so I was like, okay. And so we didn't really know what to do for her, but she was just getting like madder by the second. More mad. I don't think matter is a word. Well, matter as in the physical matter, but more mad. She was getting more mad by the second, and she's getting mad at us like it's our fault, like we're the ones not understanding what's going on, which obviously we're not. We didn't understand what was going on. It's only the third time it's happened, but it's not our fault that the machine doesn't understand that it was all food or that something went wrong. It's the machine, I'm not in there. I'm not suddenly a technician. I can't suddenly fix it for you, right? But, so she's getting mad. I'm getting mad. My higher up, she was being pretty chill. That's amazing, because I was not chilling. Let's see. Let's see. So she was like, I don't mind paying the 175. Like, she's being nice in a really weirdly rude way. Thank you, old guy. She's being nice in a really rude way because it's all about her tone, I don't think I would be talking about her right now if she was... I don't want him to look at me anymore. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Side note, like, everyone was looking at me weird, and I didn't like that. It might be because I'm the only girl wearing these shorts in winter, but that's not my bad, Sorry, I can handle it a little better than you guys. So, she ends up paying the 175, but she just keeps saying that we need to fix it. Like, when you do that to 10 people in a day, like, it really messes people up. And it's like, okay, we just told you it only happened 3 times so far. Okay, another person's coming. She'll leave. Hold on, gotta act natural really quick. Hold on. Okay. So, she ends up paying the 175, but the whole time as she's doing it, as she's getting the card out, as she's putting it in the chip reader, as she's paying, as she's confirming, she's like, you need to get that fixed. You need to get that fixed. What if this happens to like 10 people in a day and you keep making them pay extra? It's like, well, we just told you, lady, that you're only the third person this has happened to. Yeah, we're gonna get it fixed, but we can't fix it today because we're not the technician people. We don't fix them. We just work here. I just work here, lady. She was like, you need to fix this today, okay? You need to get this done today. You need to tell whoever you need to tell, get them to come out here and fix this today. Okay, Thanks. Will do. I'll get right on that. Like, I don't know about people, you know? I like that. That was good. I think I'm gonna keep doing this. Keep talking between us. So, thank you. I'm back again. And I decided that since I'm already fired up and on the topic, that I might as well tell you about two other guys who are just straight up mean to me. Me as a person, not me as an employee, not me as the person who's supposed to be helping them. Me as a person. They're coming at me for my personality. Okay? So, we're gonna talk about it. And of course they were both old guys, you know? So if that tells you anything, they were old guys. So you... First story, the one that happened a little longer ago, right? So I have my nose piercings. I got ear piercings, nose piercing. I think it totals out to like 12 or 13 total. I think it's 13 because there's one extra on this side that I did because I couldn't do it on the other side. It hurt very badly. But this isn't about those ones. It's about my two nose piercings. I've got one on the side and I've got my septum done. And old guy comes up and it's like the start of my shift. I'm super happy. I'm not super happy, but I'm happy enough. I'm ready to help. I say, hi. And he doesn't have anything because he didn't go shopping. He came from the door right to the register. So I say, hi, what can I get for you today? And he was like, oh, can I just get, like, picture an old man voice, like, crinkly, rude old man. And he said, can I just get some pack of whatever? I think it was the Swisher Sweets or something. I don't know. And I was like, he's like, can I get a pack of those? And I said, okay, perfect. Can I just see an ID for you? I was like, obviously I know he's old enough. I'm not going to scan it, but I just need to at least see it. Because a lot of old guys don't like me scanning their ID. They're like, oh, they're going to track me. They're going to know what I'm up to. I'm like, are you doing nefarious activities? Why do you care that much? But I never say that to them, of course. I think that would get me fired. But I'm just like, okay, can I just see your ID for you? And he said, okay. And he handed it over. And then out of nowhere, he just says, oh, I really wish they had a tissue for your nose. And I was like, oh, like thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have something, is there something no one's told me about yet? Is there something falling out of my nose as we speak? Nope. I was thinking that to myself, so I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And so he was like, I just hate those things. I think they're so ugly. Talking about my nose piercings. And I'm like, okay, unsolicited, hateful comment aside, here's your little pack, bud. It's gonna be like $2.95 or whatever for one. And I was like, okay. Yeah, he's like, oh, no, because this was a while ago. But I said, yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, a lot of people think that. Some. Like, I wasn't mean to him. I didn't say it. I was like, oh yeah, I get that a lot. You know, it happens. And then he didn't say anything else. I was like, that's gonna be $2.95. And then he handed it to me and I said, okay, bye-bye. Have a great rest of your day. And I haven't seen him yet again. But the funny thing is, he had the biggest, like, gash on his face. It looked like he had fallen into a pole. You know, just right here. Just giant gash. I was like, you're coming at me for the way my nose looks right now? Put a Band-Aid on. Go to the hospital, maybe. That looks pretty serious, bud. But okay, come at me for my piercings. You didn't pay for them? You don't know me in my day-to-day life? You didn't have to say that. But I would like to think he's probably just jealous because he couldn't do that when he was a kid. And that's what I think. Which is this kind of the same thing that goes for the next couple. Different guy. Different rude old guy. But of course, it's another old guy. This was more recent. So if you'll remember, there was hair before this. I haven't always been a blue. I only recently dyed it within the last few weeks, maybe. The second week of December, maybe. And then this guy came in, and I had seen him literally the day before, because I worked one day, and then I worked directly the day after. And the first day, he was really nice to me. He was like, "Hey, hon, you know, has anyone turned in a cane? Was there a cane left over here overnight? You know, I'm always forgetting it." And I was like, yes, actually, I just saw it. Is it this one?" And I showed it to him, and he was like, yes, it is, thank you. Gosh, I'm leaving this thing everywhere. And I was like, right, yeah, for sure, man. And I'm like, if you needed that to walk, I don't think you'd be leaving it everywhere. But I did say that to him. I was like, of course, you're all good. You know, we kept it nice and safe for you. So here you go. And then I didn't see him the rest of that day. Next day, so I guess I dyed my hair that night. Yeah, that makes sense. So I saw him, I dyed my hair that night, and then the next day I went back to work, and I saw him again, and then I'm happy because I had just dyed my hair, I just saw my friend the night before, we were out, and so I come in for my morning shift, bright and bubbly, and so I come over, because he's standing at the register, no cane, left it somewhere again, I guess. I walk up, and I'm smiling. I'm happy. My hair's still partially curled from earlier. Like, I'm looking good. I got my cute sweater on. I was just happy to be there. And then he sees me walking up. He's at the counter, and then he sees me walking up. His smile drops. And he said, before he says anything, he starts shaking his head at me. He said, no. And I'm like, what can I get for you? And he was like, your hair is very unbecoming of you. And I was like, okay, what can I get for you? And he was like, I need a small bag of ice. And I was like, okay, can do. And so I rang him up. Oh, don't run. It's okay. So I rang him up, and I was like, okay, it's like $2.35. And he pays. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, follow him. There you go. Sorry, deer. Oh, don't leave the baby behind, not again. This poor guy. There are babies getting left behind all the time, these deer. Well, I guess he's safe on that side, so I'm just gonna go. Please don't run into the fence. You've done that before. Hi, baby. Oh, what a cutie. Yeah. Your hair is very unbecoming of you. And I thought of the perfect comeback hours later when I had gotten home. And obviously I wouldn't have said it to him because, again, probably would have gotten me fired. But my comeback was, okay, well, so is that 2 sizes too small shirt on you. But I like to keep my rude thoughts on the inside. And I so wish I could have said that with no repercussions. But I had only thought of it once when I got home. And it was far too late. He had totally made me ruin my day. I was very upset about it, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. You know. But I really wish I could have said that with no repercussions. Because he was wearing a shirt that was, like, 2 sizes too small for him. Like, you could see everything you didn't want to see. And that's why I don't like old guys. Or old ladies. Ugh. She was rude today. So I will be continuing this because there's far too many rude people out there. And I think this is a nice way for me to talk about it. Thank you.